What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Cash Kicks TV. Today we're back with a new video, and I know it's been pretty sure like close to 2 weeks since I posted a video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have saw I posted that I was not feeling well, and on top of that, I did injure my shoulder, so just been in a lot of pain in the past week and a half. So of course that slowed down my content, and I actually was working on something that was really going well, and it obviously delayed that, but we're back on starting that as well. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You do not want to miss that video. Hopefully I'm able to get it out within the next week or two. So stay tuned for that, and let's get ready for the February releases now. Alright, so if you guys remember why I always say I love doing these videos, it's because it gives me a good reminder of what's dropping for this month, so I have no surprises. And this is definitely something I need for this month because I'm a little out of the loop. I won't lie, that sickness really like threw me out the whole sneaker loop. I have no idea what's going on right now, so this video is really gonna help me as well to help you guys. So let's get into our first sneaker that's gonna drop. Right now we are just on JustFreshKicks.com, looking through their release calendar. And first up, they got the Air Jordan 5 and Anrasite. I don't know, man. I probably messed that up, but oh, man, this is a really nice 5 we have coming out on the 6th of February. Retail of $190 USD. When I first saw this shoe on my phone, I thought like it was missing the color. Like something was wrong with the app and they couldn't show you the color of the shoe, if that makes sense. But honestly, after seeing a couple of videos of it on YouTube, where is it? It honestly reminds me, the color reminds me of like the Off-White 5. And then it has like, all this part is like black, and then kind of like, not this material, but this color more in the back and the front. So definitely looking forward for those. Definitely need to add those into my collection, 100%. You guys can tell I'm still fighting the sickness a little bit. You can probably hear it in my throat. But the show must go on. But this is definitely a must cop for me. I definitely need to add these into my collection. No chance that I don't. So, and I can't even pronounce it properly, but I still gotta get it. Let's go into our second shoe. I mainly am gonna go over things that I really want. Like, I'm not gonna go over the collab with Air Jordan 14 Low. Like, oh, they're actually kind of hot still, but I don't want to go over those. Next shoe we're gonna go into is the Air Jordan 6 Carmine. And we've spoke about this in previous videos. They're set to come out February 13th for a USD of $200, so $10 more of a retail price here. And it's obvious why, right? It's an OG. Jordan wore it. More value to the shoe, 100%. Shoe we haven't seen in quite some time. I remember I was not able to get the last time it dropped, but we're going to have to make sure that changes this time. I know I was a little iffy before on it, saying that it reminded me of things that you don't want to be reminded of when wearing a shoe. But this is too OG, man. Like, you got to have a pair of these in your collection, and I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to not do so. So count me in so far. We're 2 out of 2 for sure cops, right? We got the 5s. And now the 6s, back-to-back weekends still, which is never good, but... Alright, next shoe, we did a whole video on this shoe, and it's the Air Jordan 3 Cool Gray. Now, it's set to drop February 20th. This release has been changing all over from February into January, back to February. Just give us this shoe. Like, the more hype, like, the more you guys flip it around, it's just the more people are going to care less about it. That's all it is, man. Like, I'm cool with that because I want to make sure I get my pair. But, like, it just gets frustrating when it gets swung over here, swung over there. And by the time it comes out, it's just like, we don't care anymore. Like, That's what might happen to the shoe if you guys keep, like switching it all over the place. But man, you guys already know how I really feel about the shoe. If you watched my last video, I usually don't do a video on a shoe that I do not have on hand. So if I did a video on this shoe without having it on hand, you know how much I want it. It's coming out, like I said, February 20th for $190 USD. Cool grade 3s. Gotta get those in my collection, 100%. Here's another shoe that's kind of been all over the place. Release date as well. It's the Air Jordan 4 Haze. Tape Haze. These are set to drop February 27th, so we got a later date in February here. They're also going to be a price point, a retail price point of $200, so a little bit extra. Of course, these kind of remind us of that Travis-like colorway. But, like, I think it kind of has its own identity at the same time. I really like these. I'll be honest. I've been told that the quality on them isn't the greatest. So, that could be a deal breaker for me. But, like, just looking at them from a picture, these look really good. I like them. And, like I said, it has its own, like, flavor to it. I love 4s. So, if you're going to give me a 4 with a good colorway, I just need a good quality to go with it. And it's something I always like to buy. Yeah. I think they did go with their approach trying to make it look like the Travis Scott, because those sell it like crazy, right? So, of course, if they can make things kind of like that, it could get somewhat the same reaction to it. But we'll see what happens when these drop. It's really caught the attention of a lot of people. I've seen it in stores in some places in the States, so I don't know. America's a whole different place, man. Like, I won't be surprised if you guys already had every shoe out that I already spoke about. Man, you guys are just living lovely over there. Our next shoe is probably the most anticipated shoe of the month, and it is the Air Jordan 1 collab with Trophy Room, OG Chicago. These retail for $170. It's a 1, so I guess they're sticking with their price point. Guys, this is going to be really difficult to get, but God, how bad I want these. Like, for me, this will be equivalent to me finally getting the Unions last year. Like, this is my Union for last year. I love that signature right there, man. These Trophy Room collabs have been nice, man. They've been doing a good job on these. And the closer that it comes to the date, it doesn't really have a release date, by the way, it just says February. But the closer, we're in February now, it's been saying February for a while, is the more I kind of want. I wouldn't mind if this shoe got pushed to another month. Because I don't want to be dealing with this whole obviously, this pandemic, I don't think is going anywhere, but right now things are just too complicated sneaker-wise. I want to have a little bit more life, a little bit more chance for when these come out. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to, like, someone told me there's a pre-order for these, 3,500. Like, are you out of your mind? These haven't came out yet. What if I can get them for retail normally? Like, I'm not paying that. Crazy. So, I hope they decide to drop these later in the year, where, you know, people have more of a fighting chance and there's a little bit more direction on how we can get our sneakers. You know what I mean? So, what else do we have for this month? So, we have the Jordan 1 University Blue. Definitely one of these. Oh, these are now in March. These used to be in February, but they moved them to March. So stay tuned for March to hear more about those. And that's pretty much it that I wanted to go over when it comes to this month. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are like the shoes that I know I wanted to get. When I was scrolling, of course there's other shoes, but those are just the main ones on my list. like I said, these videos can go just too long. So now I started to say, you know what, let's just go over the shoes that caught my attention or I want to speak about. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Your boy is finally able to get a video out, feeling the strength again. So thank you for everybody that had the well wishes for me after my post on Instagram. Like I said, I am doing a lot better, so stay tuned for a next video. And like I said, you do not want to miss my next video, or I shouldn't say my next, it could be the next couple. So make sure you hit that notification bell, because we are working on something that's a lot different than what we usually do. And it's pretty funny as well. So make sure you guys don't miss that. Appreciate everyone that watched today's video. Make sure you hit this video with a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you already have not. And that's about it. I'm Cash Kicks TV, and we are out. Come on, guys. You made it this far. Make sure you hit that like button.